Greetings, sworn and fiends throughout the world. This is your boy, Brian Pulido, and you're here at the live Lady Death Blasphemy Anthem closing event. What the hell are we going to do? We don't even know. Tell you what we did, man. Thanks for everybody for backing this campaign. And there's a half hour left, so I'd say back this campaign. Go to Kickstarter, use the search term Lady Death Blasphemy, and back it, man. So, tonight we asked all the people that are involved with setting up our launch event to come and made this kind of a private event, but we're going to walk you through some stuff, and man, we're just going to count this thing down, man. So you're over here in the store. Jimmy, you mind going back and giving people a good view of this? This is the Coffin Comics shop, actually. And if you're lucky enough to make an appointment and come on in, you'd be able to see it. We have all these cool custom, super beautiful custom fixtures and all these kind of neat things available. We have all the custom stuff you can only get here. I think the other thing that's kind of fun, and only a few people know this, is we have editions that are exclusive purely to HQ, called the HQ editions. We don't sell them outside. We actually commit to not selling them outside. No eBay, no nothing. Anyway, hey man, come on down. So here's our first victims. You guys are alive. This is Nick G. You are alive.
Hello!
This is Nick G. He's holding it down. Recent birthday boy. Yeah. When we close our campaign, like literally 1 minute later, he's ducking out because he's going to go see Brian Wilson and the Zombies. So big up and hello to Nick G. holding it down. And then here's our probie. This is Sean Artiega. He's our probie. I like playing with him on that. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, of course not.
No, he's hurt by it. What do we got there?
It was my fault,
yeah. So yeah, these guys are holding it down for all your customer service inquiries throughout the campaign. Are we current? What's our... Sean, you mind showing me what our total is?
Our total right now is $320,014.
No, that's old.
Oh, now it's up.
What?
Come on. All right, we're almost
Whoa. Hey, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It would be amazing if we could surpass Scorched Earth. I mean, we're closing in, and Lord knows we have a lot more backers this time, like close to 200 more backers. But man, if we could like do $3,000 in the next 20-30 minutes, it'd be insane. I know I'm just crazy for asking, but I'm asking. Hey, and there's Presidente Francisca Pulido.
I'm making cocktails for people, and I just made a whiskey sour with a splash of grenadine.
Ooh,
I don't know if it's going to be good because I'm not going to taste it.
Why not?
It's for Anthony.
Oh.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah. That's a good whiskey sour from Francisca Pulido.
Take care of that once.
All right, so you guys are on
For
top
you
of
guys,
things?
Thank you so much for supporting us. Without you, we're nothing.
Man, that's crazy. Come on.
Thank you.
Selfie stick boy. People doing their selfies. Hey, come on in. Hey, Arizona local. Al did one of our covers. You want to say hello to the folks out there?
Hello, folks out there. How are you doing tonight?
So yeah, we have everyone who was involved with the campaign locally. We asked to come out. Thanks so much for your contribution. I noticed that the mystery envelope sold out. That bodes well.
Yeah, we absolutely pushed it. It was amazing hearing that a lot of fans got multiples of that. That feels
Oh, that's
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that is pretty cool. Very nice to know. Yeah, that's neat, man. Well, thank you for being here. This is the wall of my earlier career during Chaos Comics, and some fun stuff to see here. If you ever make it out to HQ, make an appointment, see all the crazy printing that we did, and some of the stuff that I've been lucky enough to write. There's my earlier son, Evil Ernie. Now let's come on in here. Hey, everybody, say hello. That's a weak-ass hello, man. Try it again. Everybody say hello. They're like Friday night after a long week. But yeah, we're here like with the crew, folks who helped us put together Blasphemy Anthem. I think I'm going to give some shout-outs, of course, to Presidente. Big up to Francisca Pulido.
Rosé, everybody.
One guy I'd like to point out is Ruben Nino. Ruben, if you want to introduce your crew. When we did the launch event, Ruben and his crew actually spent a fair amount of time setting up all the lighting and stuff, and I know you went beyond the Call of Duty, man, so I thank you so much. And then here's the big new kid on the scene, Jay, who really did a great job helping us out as well.
Thank you. It was fun. I had a lot of fun with you guys. That's all.
Right on. And then some of the folks you know. I'll point out Sapphire and Derek Nova. And Sapphire is cosplaying as herself today.
You never get to see me.
Frequently you see her as Lady Death and other cool characters. Derek behind the scenes as well. We have another one of our artists in attendance, our pal, Kara Nicole, a.k.a. AZ Power Girl.
Power Girl.
Kara totally doesn't remember this, but in year 3, do you remember year 3 of Tucson Comic Con, there was a room party? I don't know if you remember this. It was such a scandalous room party.
It really was,
Yeah,
and I didn't
black
think
mail.
that would ever get
Al?
brought up again. Yeah,
It was the best. I was just sitting there. Good times. Great cover, and I'm happy to say that it's sold out. People seem to be real excited, so thank you, and thank you for being here. Anything you want to say to the folks out there?
yeah, get in on the next one. Don't forget to follow Lady Death on Facebook and everywhere.
That's right, and everywhere. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being here. So over here, we'll also more intros. We have our secret weapon, Mr. Jeff Fang. Silent but deadly. I always say he's the highly overqualified dear friend. You know, he kind of has to, he's actually doesn't, Nick is the one who does this, but Jeff is the one that keeps an eye that it all stays together. Like you hold reality together for us.
I try. Do all the IT things to keep the world working.
That's right.
In and outside of Coffin.
And to your right is your lovely newlywed bride.
That's right. My better half. She keeps me grounded. You know, I keep reality together. She keeps me together. So.
See, that's great. So it's an awesome duo.
Yeah,
Anything you'd like to say to people?
Oh, no.
Right on. Okay, so there you go. She's surprised she's on camera. Warrants in other states. It's okay. Then, of course, the resident badass, Mr. Jeff Cooper Schmidt.
Hey, guys.
Show some of that new ink. Your
Cat Marvel.
Woo! Would you be crazy enough to ever do a head tattoo? And if you did, would you do like Thanos on the side of your head, or
I would put some really evil Marvel villain on
Dr.
there.
Doom?
I mean, I
Kirk
already
Matter?
have Thanos. I'd have to pick somebody else to put up on side my head.
Mephisto, Doom.
Mephisto.
Last
Oh,
Supper,
Annihilus.
Gospel.
Annihilus would be probably a good one.
Who?
Annihilus.
Annihilus.
Annihilus, because FF's coming to the big screen.
Right on.
Yep.
Fun times, man. So hey, look, I can't help, but I'm probably going to keep shilling. So why don't you come this way? That's right. What up, Bo?
The address is 630 University.
Hey, greetings, folks. How you doing? Crazy stuff. This is a more low-key event. You notice everyone's wearing the right color, right? Also, I'll just take a minute here and give a big shout out and hello to the one and only Mr. Jimmy.
Hey guys. Hey, have you grabbed your 64-page comic book right here? Woo, full color. Whoa, not this one. This one ain't full color. These are the mock-ups. These are the mock-ups that Brian been giving away.
That's right. We're about to give these final mock-ups.
I mailed it from Peoria to Mason and it got lost.
I love you guys. Get out of this room. You guys are Mike DeBalf.
Hey,
you're
what's
awesome.
up? How's it going?
Good, man. Hey, Mike DeBalf contributed the wonderful Naughty edition for this Kickstarter.
Yes, I did.
Good job.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
How you like the guitar? And then Mike also contributed a guitar pick that's beautiful. Remind us you'll go home with a bunch of those. Dude.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right, back to Jimmy. Thanks. Okay, you guys are beautiful. Get out of this room. Hey, man. So look, what I promised is let's talk Blasphemy Anthem. We have. Let's get the totals, okay? See if we could surpass quickly. We're just gonna switch by here. This is an incredible total. We have 2,702 backers. That's, what is it, like 180 more than our last campaign. We're at 325.71 and we're working towards 30. Can we do it in 21 minutes? I don't know, but we're really happy about it. Let's do our final mock-up madness reveal and tip them into the campaign. Ladies, how's the barbecue? Excellent. People are happy. It's great. All right, so I have a couple announcements before I get into this. First thing I got to announce is, let me get my little guy. First thing I got to announce is my boy Dan Mendoza and Nightmare Lynch are launching a brand new Kickstarter tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time called Little Six Cannibal Kitty. Now, I have gotten an advanced preview of this Kickstarter, the comic itself, and all the crazy covers, and it looks great. I will be first in line I know that Coffin Comics will get a retail variant of this. It is a wonderful looking project. Secondly, I have an announcement. So I might have to put my glasses on this. So Tony Buck, are you out there? Tony, I am letting you know that a group of fiends got together and purchased you a high roller tier. Tony Buck, you are now the proud owner of a high roller tier, and the guys who got together on that are Bob Chronister, Josh Grimsley, Jason Coates, Jason Hart, Troy and Gidget Huston, and Nick G from Coffin Comics. So, Tony Buck, dude, you are now the proud recipient of the high roller by those very fine people. Man, I think you guys know. The people who know it, but the people who don't get it. But man, Fiendom and the Sworn getting together, it's a community, man. It's beautiful. So, is that my beer? Is that your beer? Okay, it's my beer. Hey, look, I promised it. Mock-up madness, mock-up madness, mock-up madness. I hope you guys and gals have been having a great time during this campaign. It is my honor, my purpose, and my mission to provide a little fun and excitement in people's lives because, man, I know life is hard. So without further ado, I want to do the final mock-ups that I'm going to tip in across all the shipping rewards. And they are the Mark Brooks Legend tier. So these mock-ups, which have nothing in them because they're actually just a mock-up so I could show you what they are. It was suggested at our launch party that maybe we tip in these mock-ups. So that's exactly what we're doing. So I'm letting you know that these mock-ups are going into all the other reward tiers. Now, while I am here, I might as well let you guys know. Some of you watching probably have heard this 34 times, but I appreciate your patience. One thing that we've learned through the years is you never know when someone's going to arrive. So on this video, while there may be 29 or 30 people who have already seen what we're talking about, there may be one new person. It may convert them. So you never know. That's why I repeat myself like a lunatic all the time. And I don't mind because that's just what it takes. So, Lady Death Blasphemy Anthem is a 64-page square-bound hardcover. It is the 10th chapter in Lady Death's undead life here at Coffin Comics. I am Brian Pulido, the writer and creator of Lady Death, and I co-wrote this story with Mr. Mike McLean. Mike regrets he is unable to be here today because he had a loss in his life of a person who's major in his life, so he sends his regrets. This book has also been illustrated by Diego Bernard, who is incredible. It is colored by CC De La Cruz, who is also incredible, and it is lettered by Marshall Dillon, who is indeed also incredible. If you think about it, that particular team, myself, Mike, Marshall Dillon, CC, we've worked on most of the projects together. Diego's been knocking it out of the park in the last year, and I'm really happy to say he's on board for several years worth of stories, so I'm really excited. If you back this, if you put in as much as $26, you're going to get this comic plus what we call the Lady Death #1 Lingerie Edition. And this features 24 pages of pinups by a who's who and other stretch goals, including this 3-inch figure pin. It's going to look pretty cool here. Boom. I think if this one came out pretty successful, I'd like to attempt a Hell Witch one and maybe a Lamuerta one. And then up to 10 trading cards, stickers, buttons, wooden nickel, and even this 2-sided guitar pick. But that's not all, actually. If you backed our campaign, we could ship this to you free. All that's goodies, free for $26 in the US, a free digital download, and I'd be happy to sign that if you like. That's optional. We've had so much fun in the campaign that I've actually created editions that we're actually giving away on top of everything else. You have a chance to win if you back the campaign. And those items include the Black Metal Edition limited to 13 by John Boy Myers. We're tipping 10 of those into the campaign. And then the Mark Brooks Metal Legend Edition. We are tipping 10 of those into the campaign. And then the Lady Satanus, Dawn McTeague, Scarlet Metal. But that's not all. We also announced the Sworn Festival, which is coming 2021. And we're going to tip in 10 entry tickets for the Sworn Festival. Now, between you, me, and the wall. Oh, wait, here, come here. Some time?
Went up?
Good. Did it go up?
Yeah.
Tell the people what it went up to.
Okay. Let me get my glasses. All right, so everybody.
All right, so the campaign is going.
So we are at 321,574.
What? We're in striking distance.
We have 2,713.
What?
13. 13.
Pop your claws.
backers.
What? That's amazing. This is an incredible campaign.
So how much do we need to meet?
Like 2,000 for the mattress, something like that. Yeah,
We can do it.
we can do it.
Oh, it's exciting.
Here, look, let's go. You and me, come over. Nick G, our customer service manager, doesn't know it's his birthday. We're gonna hit him with the birthday cake in a minute. So come with me. You'll all wish it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Has like 4 people from Masters that work there.
I don't like it, so I'm going to redo it.
That's pretty awesome. You have more fun now.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Fatty,
Happy birthday to you.
Congratulations on that senior citizen discount, bro.
That's right. It's getting there. How old are you this time?
39.
39. You're almost over the hill.
And I got healthy cake for you. Got some apples and chocolate.
Strawberries.
It's like almost.
Everyone's staring at you. How do you feel?
He's like, I don't know.
even hesitate to start digging into that.
Kate says happy birthday. Yolanda says happy birthay. Carmen says happy birthday.
I don't know how to.
Ed says happy birthday.
I think we gotta refresh.
Happy birthday.
Drew says happy
Touch
birthday.
screen. I think it went up.
Jason says happy
You
birthday.
could have hit the button. You could have done that.
Mike says happy birthday, Nick. John says happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
So thanks, Nick G, for everything, man.
We love you, Nicholas.
We have a crappy way of showing it, but we love you.
Fernando says Nick.
Just steamroll you. We're going to eat your food.
Yeah, look at that.
Dick picked yesterday.
Dude, we have 13 minutes. Can we close
Can we do
in?
it?
Yeah.
13 minutes.
Wait, what would the match be? Would it be 22? What would it be?
323.
323.
495.
Holy mackerel. Well, we certainly exceeded the amount of backers, which is incredible. All right, let me see if I can go pimp some more. Come on.
Press up. Bust out your credit card.
We did. We've got a credit card.
Credit card. Credit card.
Treat yourself.
Makes a great gift.
Makes a great gift. Overpledge. Be irresponsible for once. Yep, well, I guess I was saying that we tipped in all this stuff, and what else is there to say? I think maybe, what's a cool backdrop? I'm going to go back to my coffin. And see, a couple things I think I wanted to say to you guys and gals out there. First of all, thank you. It's incredible. Actually, a frequent backer and communicator of ours, a guy named Owen the Mountain Middleton, pointed out that on Kickstarter, if you just organize it by the most funded comic books, Coffin Comics has 7 out of the top 10, and including places 1, 2, 3, and I think we have 9 of the top 18, which is completely incredible. So I thank everybody. It's amazing. Here we are in HQ, and this campaign has the most amount of backers ever. So I thank you, and I thank all the new backers. We're going to shepherd you through the process, and hopefully we can bring you into the sworn. I want to thank everyone. I mean, there was a couple things I wanted to say this time around. There's a lot of people to thank. So I'm kind of like the figurehead for Coffin, and my function is to really get out there, but we have an entire staff behind the scenes on both the production end, the marketing end. So I'd like to thank the staff. I'd like to thank all the artists who contribute throughout the world to Coffin Comics, including all these particular cover artists and some of the giant name commercial artists who take a chance to work with us as well. I'd like to thank each and every one of the people who back our campaigns and who share our campaigns, because truthfully, it's word of mouth that it made Coffin Comics very, very mighty. Years ago, I noticed there was a lack of enthusiasm for the work that I did in other markets. And I didn't blame people for that, but I just went where I thought there would be enthusiasm, and that was with you guys. And so thank you so much for that part. I'd also like to take a moment, I'd like to thank all the groups on social media who allow us to post on their pages and environments. The reason I say that is, in many cases, they themselves are business people, and for them to allow us to send our message to their customers, I do not take lightly or for granted. So there's some people I would shout out for that. I'd say Jesse James, Comic Book Shopping Network. I would talk to the guys over at Comics Elite, Sean. I would talk to Steve McDonald, who's very, very generous. Collector's Choice Comics. And certainly the support and love from the Collector's Corner. Thank you so much. You know, I know I'm not supposed to sell on Collector's Corner. Occasionally I do those posts. I'm sorry. But really, guys, from the bottom of my heart, I realize that what you're doing for me is opening your door to your customer base, and I appreciate it. And I know that, I think you and guys and gals know out there that this is kind of where this stuff lives now. It doesn't live in any one destination. It lives inside a gigantic interconnected community. And thank you, because you know you could shut the door on me, but I thank you that you did that. So I think that's what I want to say about that piece. For now, let's go double check, and then we'll talk a little bit about the future. Yeah, and some of the at-stakeness of this particular campaign. All right, so one more check. I don't know, has it gone up?
I don't.
Yeah, it has.
We need to
Hit the
click
refresh.
it.
Hit the refresh.
What?
Refresh.
I don't know where the refresh is.
It's like it's within a thousand.
I get it.
It's within a thousand.
9 minutes.
It's within a thousand of the match. That's crazy.
You'll get there.
Whoa! Is it possible? I don't even know. Holy mackerel. So, another thing I wanted to talk about was...
Who could put us over?
What's that?
Who could do it?
Who can put us over, man? We're looking for a G. You know, what else can we give you? Like, overpledge. 10 people overpledge $150, and we'll throw some extra stuff in there. I don't know. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me. Hopefully you understand. I'm an unabashed salesman. I play to win. I never stop. I seek to dominate. It's just these terrible habits I have. So forgive me. I never stop. People who work for me know that. Jimmy, is that true?
It's true, and that's why we love Brian so much, because he's unstoppable force. He's a force of nature, really, in the whole comic book industry. And it's true. Brian is the hardest working comic book man out there. You go to cons, you see the folks out there, but he's always working. He's working hard, and he's bringing up his brothers and sisters in the comic book industry. So he's not just doing it for himself. He's doing it for his brothers and sisters in arms out there in the comic book world. So it's amazing.
Awesome, man. Thanks for that. It's awesome. Yeah, man. I always say that, man. I'm always willing to wake up earlier and work harder, but that's a different topic.
We got up at 3:45 today.
Oh, we got up so early. Francisca, please refresh and let me know where we stand. Now
22358.
That's crazy. We're within $1,000 of matching the last kick. Plus, we have
22358. And it's 6:52
6:52.
p.m.
Yeah, so we got about 8 minutes left. And please pledge. Tell everybody you know. Here's the crazy thing about this Kickstarter coming close to the last Kickstarter. That last Kickstarter I laid up Masterpieces. That was a juggernaut of an item to offer people. It's like a once in a decade kind of thing. So, wow. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the at-stakeness. And some of you guys know this story, some of you don't know this story. But we were shipping the La Muerta Ascension Kickstarter, and we submitted the Lady Death Blasphemy Anthem Kickstarter. And I'll give credit to
443 322 443.
What is it,
322,443.
We're right under 1,000 off. Right under 1,000.
We're at 60. We're at
From the match.
6:53 p.m.
So, big up over here to Brandy. Brandy Reese, warehouse and fulfillment manager.
Boss.
She's a serious woman boss.
She's a woman boss.
Look at she acting.
She's a steamroller.
Here she goes.
This is what I
If
love.
you need Brandy too, she's running her game now already.
She's like,
just little old me.
Yeah.
I'm
So
very
here's the thing.
shy.
So here's the thing, people. Brian Pulido will say, we are shipping on this day. And then Brandy Reese goes like this. Yep, we're shipping on that day and nothing's going to stop me. And then she steamrolls it and she makes sure everything lines up so that you guys get your Kickstarters and you get them in hand when Brian Pulido says. So if it wasn't for Brandy, you guys would be getting your Kickstarters that fast. She's a goddess.
Right.
When you see her, worship her.
It's a lot of things to do. Makes us very busy. So that is the at-stakeness. We launched... we went to launch Lady Death Blasphemy Anthem campaign, and we got a note back from Kickstarter that said we cannot launch a new Kickstarter until we ship the previous Kickstarter.
3, 2, 2, 7.
Oh my God, we're like
8,
within $600.
5 minutes. We have 6 minutes. I'm sweating.
We have 6 minutes. If anyone can close the gap, if anyone's out there just wants to like swing for the fences, we'll throw something insane in. You know, who can put us over? Like, what is the gap? Somebody go find out what the real gap is. Do the math. Anyway, ask Nick to do some math.
Killer coin set right here. This is a mock-up though.
Here's some mock-ups of the commemorative coin set. Makes a great add-on.
200 away now.
Hey, no hard sales, man.
Do it if you want, if you can do it.
Right. Hey, let's stay with the crowd. Let's try to keep current. Let's see if this thing is gonna.
Oh, you should have said just now.
Oh, I thought they were coming to look at it.
3 minutes.
Is that still real?
3 minutes.
Yeah, just wait, that's real?
Yes.
Wait, that is the match. That's the match. Wait,
$4.95.
It's $4.25.
Okay, $4.25. $200 for the match. Can anybody get a pledge out there? Be unreasonable. Just throw.
Of course you can't afford it. No one can afford it.
No one can
That's why
afford
we
it.
got credit cards.
For broke.
Brian, you can pledge to your own Kickstarter.
He doesn't got the money.
No, it what?
Wait, no, it went back up.
Wait.
Kickstarter is experiencing difficulty.
3 minutes. Then we get the match.
Nice.
Okay, stop.
Take this.
What's the number?
$4.25 is the number.
425. 425.
Feels like I played the Price is
We're
Right.
within $200.
Greg said, I just pledged.
Oh, that's great.
Who can do it? Who can do
Okay,
it?
great. Here's the number. Here's the number.
323,
$200. Who's got it? Who's got it? Please, somebody put it up. Whoever's listening out there, be unreasonable. I mean,
Treat yourself.
I'm rarely reasonable, so. All right. Well, who knows? We have 2 minutes. Oh,
That's so good.
That's
a lot of backers, though, y'all.
That's a lot of
Backers.
backers.
726
Woo!
backers.
Backers.
Yes.
That's a lot of brackets.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
$80.
$80. Come on.
$80.
whoa.
Oh, $1. Oh, no.
No. It's $101.
Oh my
Okay,
God, watching
we're
the
counting down the seconds.
We're counting down seconds.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Seconds.
$49.
Wait.
It's actually $4.95.
90. Stay there.
More.
No, thank you.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. Thank you. Unbelievable. Sworn Nation is mighty. Ridiculous. Who says what? What?
There you go.
Stick. Stay.
69.
Stay.
68 seconds.
It got quiet.
Now it's the last minute.
1
where you're
minute.
like,
1 minute. 1 minute.
Hey,
1 minute.
Right here.
go.
There it goes.
What? Yeah. Yes. Unbelievable.
I was a part of that.
It's your fault.
Go.
We don't have enough here, kids.
Whoa!
Treat yourself.
30 seconds.
Amazing.
Taco Bell.
Incredible. Here we are.
Nation.
Last 25 seconds of the Lady Death Blasphemy Anthem campaign. We put it all on the line. We left blood on the floor. This campaign was bananas. 14.
10. Here we go. Oh,
Albert,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Send all of them to
Yay!
Very good, quite a few. I can take a couple more.
I don't really know how we outdo it again, but we'll
phone's
worry about
running.
that in February.
I turn it that way and it goes that way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the phone's drunk.
Oh. Folks, let's line up a shot. This is great.
Let's do it.
Let's
Now you guys, this is
David knows it says word up.
Damn.
I love you.
Another big shout out to Dan. He's got a Kickstarter going for Little Six Cannibal Kitty tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I got to see this campaign. It's crazy. Fantastic covers. It's a crazy story. This is Nightmare Lynch's Kickstarter.
We love you, Nightmare.
And,
We love you.
and Dan is the artist on it. She's the shot caller on this one. Incredible.
Girl.
Anything anybody wants to say?
Thank you, Fiend.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you, Fiends.
Thank you, Fiend Nation. Without you, we are nothing. We appreciate you and we thank you, really.
Hey, promote your buddy.
Anybody needs to pimp and promote?
I'm trying to help people out.
We gotta end this. This camera's struggling to come back.
So we're gonna. Oh, really? Something's weird happening? Maybe just take it off the thing.
It's happening.
No, it's rotating wrong. Hold on.
That's what she said.
It's all right.
Holy shit! It happened.
Call him out.
Woo!
That was so much fun.
Wild. We had 100.
Scott knows this. Coffin is the best. Matthew Davis, congrats. Sarah Zappa. Can't wait to get her. Still Lockler.
It would.
First time Kickstarter.
This is real
Cannot think of a
moonshine.
better selection.
Why? Thank you.
We can make that happen.
Collector's Corner.
Websites.
Dennis.
It's crazy, right?
Oh, is this the moonshine?
how we have a
Yeah.
No.
That's great.
Is that thing still drunk?
Yeah, it's now recording sideways.
Well, this is going a little sideways, but we want to see you guys see us have a shot.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Is there anybody else who wants a shot?
Now this is moonshine
Yes,
and it's
moonshine.
red hot.
Keep pouring them. Come get some. We'll do it as a toast.
Right,
to-
who's not who doesn't want moonshine and wants something else?
I'll take whiskey.
You guys.
Sure.
Whiskey.
I'm driving.
You want Jack?
Pass one back.
Here we go. Here we go.
Can I do some like vodka?
While we're still online, give a shout out to our printing partners, Artist Express, Anthony Delaney and John in the back. Thank you.
John, yeah.
Thank you for being here every step of the way.
Right here.
Hang on.
Your books are gonna look pretty.
So pretty. Adulting. We thought this was possible, or we didn't, so this is incredible. Big up and thank you to Fiend Nation, Sworn Nation, new backers, returning backers. It's amazing. What I was beginning to say is that when we submitted this late at Kickstarter to Kickstarter, they wouldn't let us launch it until we shipped our previous Kickstarter. And it just so happened through luck of the Irish and the comic gods, we were going to be shipping being finished shipping the next day by 2 o'clock. Luck as luck would have it. However, now we have to operate as if we have to ship every kick before we launch the next one. Now, we have had overlaps, and these late death campaigns are ambitious. So beginning that day, behind the scenes, the Coffin Comics crew have been making incredible changes in an effort to get the next Lady Death Kickstarter campaign out into your hands. And I gotta say it because it's just our reality. We gotta be out by October 21st so that we could launch Hell Witch the Forsaken on October 23rd. So this is my declaration. I'm just letting you know. We all been working behind the scenes on this, but man, I mean, here we go. We are looking to shave off 10 entire working days in an effort to get Lady Death out before we launch Hell Witch and beyond. So
And there's only one person that can pull that off.
who's that? The team.
Miss
Brand.
Led by Miss Brandy.
Just Brandy.
All by myself, everybody.
She did it on her
That's
own.
not true.
She doesn't
The
sleep.
whole coffin team. Yeah, I don't sleep.
I'd have to say, and
Ever.
you get as much credit as you should have. This one's been taking the whole team to pull this
It's
off.
a true
To knock 10
story.
days off
True
has been
story.
something.
Yeah, it's
Historically,
crazy.
we ship these Lady Deaths by the 8th week after close, and this time we're trying to say ship by 5th week after close, I think. So, but you know,
That's a lot of tears.
people have gotten to the moon, and people build bridges, and all we're worried about is like putting some ink on paper and folding it and stapling it. So hopefully,
Yeah,
we can
Anthony.
do it.
Now get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to
If it
Mars.
was just that easy. If it was just that easy, right? All right, has everybody got their liquor?
Yeah.
Liquor.
Let's
You don't
put
need
this
to-
one up.
No, I got beers.
To alcohol.
I would say I'll be the spokesman on behalf of everyone associated with Coffin Comics. this has been a remarkable journey the last 5 years, and who knows what lies beyond. What we do know is that we have you to thank for it, and there is no doubt, without you, we are not Coffin Comics. So on behalf of the Coffin Comics staff, the artists that we work with, all our partners, want to say thank you so much and big up. Thank you.
I'm drunk.
That's good.
That's going to be some good art later.
I'll let these guys talk, and let's you and I go say a final few words. In conclusion, hell, man, I didn't know that was possible. Amazing. What another wonderful ride you guys have us on. All the ups, all the downs, just the feeling of life. We didn't even know this is available to us, that it is possible. So, as publisher of Coffin Comics, I want to let you know that I'm going to take your trust in us, and we're going to continue to bring you cool stuff. We got a lot of cool stuff planned into 2020. We're going to make Sworn Fist, like pop the lid of your brain open, and we're going to bring you fun events, and we're very grateful. On behalf of everybody, I thank you so much. You guys have been great. I've been Brian Pulido. Have a wonderful night, a great weekend, and you know I'll be talking to you sooner rather than later. And thank you so much for being part of the Lady Death Blasphemy Anthem Kickstarter campaign.
Thank you, everybody.